How are you supposed to see my eyes if these are just gonna reflect? Hi guys, welcome to Educating Shanny. I'm Shanny and I'm recovering from an eating disorder. Hi Shanny, hi. Do you like my new glasses? Danny loves it when I...
Sorry.
Danny loves it.
Sorry. That's my bad.
Danny loves it when I wear glasses, don't you, honey? So I don't need them. These are not prescription. These are purely cosmetic. Is that the word?
Cosmetic.
Yeah, cosmetic glasses. And I like them too, and Danny likes them, and that's all that matters. The only problem is the reflection, and it kind of looks like I'm mad at you. Do you see what I mean? What do I do? Hi.
You angle yourself so you're not in the light.
So
right up your nose.
So today I wanted to talk about, there we go, something really important.
Hey, talk nerdy to me.
Talk nerdy to you?
Mm-hmm.
Pi is 9.235
3.145.
That's what I said. Do you know what an cumulus nimbus cloud is? Cloud? An cumulus? A cumulus nimbus? What is the word? See, I'm not smart enough to be wearing glasses. Since I'm going to be talking about kind of a serious topic, maybe they might want to see my eyes. I can't tell.
You're hot. I'd do you right now.
Danny!
Wow, I'm sorry. I would.
So anyway, today I wanted to talk to you guys about something really important, and it's something that was sparked, I guess, by a recent... I can't talk to you with these on. Hold on. You're not going to see my face, and I know you guys, and you're just like me, and you need to see my face. So I had a dream the other day, and it's a dream that I have probably 5 times a week at least. And it's where I feel like I am 14 again, and it's like the dream is I am back where I was when I was 14, which would have been in Spanish Fork, which is where my grandma, who just died, lives, and I lived with her at one point. I lived with my aunt and my uncle at one point down there, and that's right after the divorce at 14 years old. That's right when my bulimia started, was at 14 years old. That's when I had to move schools and leave my best friend. So it was a really like crucial time in my life. And I just started my period like a year before that or something. So puberty, and it just was really lovely. So anyway, my dream is usually that I feel like I'm back where I was when I was 14. But whenever I wake up, usually after about 10 seconds of coming out of the fogginess of my dream, I realize where I actually am and that I'm not in that place anymore. Because my dreams, I've talked about this a little bit before, that my dreams are so vivid and so detailed that like it's unbelievable. Like my dreams could be movies if they were in real life. Like that's how vivid and real they feel. And so it's really easy for me to get caught up in my dream world. Really easy to do that, but usually I snap out of it. But the other day I experienced something that was very scary, and that is I woke up thinking I was 14 and I couldn't shake it, like it wouldn't go away. And for about probably 9 or 10 minutes, I had no idea where I was. I didn't know why my bed looked like that. I didn't know why my bedroom looked like that. I didn't know what anything was. Like, I didn't recognize this house. I didn't know like what the heck. Like I even looked in the mirror and I'm like, that is not what I look like. Like it was the scariest experience I've had in a very long time. And when it was over and I kind of like, it started to get that foggy transition from the delusion to reality, it really, like, I'm glad that happened. I'm glad I did get back eventually, but it has never taken me that long, and it's never been so scary for me. Like, it was terrifying. I didn't know where I was. I didn't know anything. But anyway, it sparked something in me that I've been wanting to talk about for a while, and I don't really know how, but I guess I'll just try and talk through it. And the reason I want to share this with you guys is because I believe strongly, through what I've been taught in therapy, but also just experience talking to so many people with eating disorders or mental disorders, which is that I think that whatever year we were the most, like the most, I guess, damage was done to us, I guess. I don't know the word. Like, I was abused growing up. I was neglected growing up, like before I was 14. I was abused, neglected, you know, not nearly as bad as some people, but I'm not going to compare my problems because they're still problems, as you know from yesterday's video. But anyway, I grew up in a scary world, and for some reason that didn't affect me as much as when I turned 14 and all of that other stuff happened. And so I believe strongly that all of us have a really pivotal time in our lives that can make us or break us. And I feel like some of us, from what I've learned, and I believe this, my therapist used to tell me that it's very common to get stuck in a time. It doesn't even have to be a year. Like, it could have been my whole childhood, but for me it was 14 years old. But for you, it could be like a time in your life that was really hard for you, or that was really scary, or really, really traumatic, that you have PTSD from, which is post-traumatic stress disorder, if you don't know what that is. Again, it's one of those things that I hate labeling it that, because it makes me think of all the people in war who have PTSD that is like a million times worse than mine. But at the same time, I'm learning to address my pain and my feelings as well, and I can't feel guilty about that. So anyway, a lot of us get PTSD from something that happened when we were younger, and we tend to get stuck in that age, in that time period. And it makes a lot of sense for me, and I've been thinking about this for a while, and I just want to kind of relate my life to this theory, in hopes that it can open your mind to try and find out whatever time period for you might be keeping you sick, if that's the case for you, if you are still sick like me, or if you've tried for so long to try and get better like I have. And I've been sick for 26 years and I'm just now starting to get better. So like, what is it that took me so long? Like that type of a thing. If you're just stuck, if you don't know why you can't get out of it, think of a time. So for me, I feel like it's 14 years old, and I have always joked to Danny, to my family, to everybody, that I feel like I'm 14. The more I've been thinking about it lately, the more I'm realizing that maybe this really is an actual mental thing that I need to address, because if I think about it, you know, I actually am like a 14-year-old. Not only do I look and dress like one, I'm wearing a little boy's t-shirt, come on, but also, I'm very uninterested in how the world works. I'm not very good at learning things. I don't have a good attention span. Not very good at listening. I'm really terrible with money. I have a problem sometimes seeing consequences of things, like tons of different things in my life, like that a child would normally have a problem with, but adult wouldn't. Like, and so I don't know about the consequence until it happens to me, because it's probably because I'm not educated, but it's like I feel like I'm in this mindset where I don't need to be educated or something. It's just weird. I can't explain it. I still feel like I'm too young to have sex. I really do. Like I feel like my body is too young for that or something, or my mind is, or my being is, I don't know. I'm definitely too young to be a mom. Like, my whole life feels like I am 14 inside. So how can we fix this, you guys? How can we fix this? Let's think this through, because I'm not a doctor, not a therapist. Do not get mad at me in the comments if I say something that you're like, oh, that's not really a fact. I'm telling you right now, everything I'm saying here is just factual, or not factual. It's based on experience and my own feelings. But I've been thinking, how do we get through this, you guys? First of all, I do want you to share with me in the comments if you know what I'm talking about, if you experience this. And it doesn't have to be something that you feel constantly. I've heard a lot of people will just kind of revert back to that time in their life when things are really hard. But for me, it kind of just stuck at that age, that I'm stuck in a place of pain and fear and sadness and loneliness, and no confidence. Like, and I really believe that this might have been triggered by my grandma's funeral, because I went back down to Spanish Fork, which was where that year happened for me, and just seeing the town and seeing my family from down there and seeing grandma's house again, and everything was just like a flood of memories came back, and I felt like I was 14 again. And I think that that kind of triggered it. That might have even triggered the dream. I'm not sure. It probably did, because I think it was the next morning that I dreamt that. It was the next morning. Interesting. We're getting somewhere. And what can we do about this? Well, what I want to do is to challenge you and myself to try and do something that's outside of our comfort zone. And when I say our comfort zone, I mean the zone of the place that you are stuck in time of being in pain and suffering. And let's see if we can get ourselves out of it. Like, I believe strongly that mind over matter is possible, but I also believe it's extremely freaking difficult, because it is. Trust me, it is. That's what I've had to do this whole past year, is just mind over matter, mind over matter. Fake it till you make it, fake it till you make it. And eventually it does start happening. It just takes time. So let's all practice this. And I'm going to be thinking about this throughout the week. I want you to be thinking about this through the week. And I want us to come together and figure out a way that we can get through these things together. So what I'm going to say is that my goals, and I've already started working on this over the past few days, is first of all, really trying to have an adult state of mind when it comes to my eating disorder. Like, you're going to get sick, you're going to die, your body's going to die if you keep doing that. Whereas a child would be like, no, I'm fine. Nothing's ever gonna happen to me. I'm a child, I'm young, I'm fine. So that's what I'm going to practice this week. I'm also going to practice what I already have been practicing, which is trying to be a little bit more responsible as an adult and do more adult things instead of making Danny do it all. Like, he's the one that usually calls and pays our bills, and I am perfectly capable of doing that. I've just always been scared. But I need to do that because I don't have a job. He has a job. He shouldn't have to do that, and it's time for me to step up and do what I can. So I'm going to try and learn about that stuff. I've been trying, and I'm having a very difficult time with it. I have a really hard time learning things, and I have a hard time understanding things, like how the world works and stuff, but I'm working on it. So like, those types of things are what I'm going to work on, and see if it starts to affect my mental age, and see if I start to feel my actual age and not keep on wanting to be somewhere else. I don't know. Does anybody know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm still a little bit off my balls today. So you guys tell me below if you know what I'm talking about and if you relate. And for those of you that do, let me know your goal for the week and what will help you get away from that time period, no matter when it is. If it's something that's affecting you that bad, let me know what you think would help you, and then practice it for a week and see what happens. I'm just curious. I hope this made sense. I don't even know what to title this. I'll figure it out, hopefully. And thank you for watching, you guys. And I will see you tomorrow for another video. And I will see you Friday for a fun video. And then I will see you Monday. And I'm doing a collaboration with Tommy from Tofu Tommy, which I'm very excited about. If you have not subscribed to his channel, it used to be Tommy's Recovery Journal, which I've told you about before, but now it's called Tofu Tommy. So please go subscribe to him. He's the sweetest man in the world, besides my husband, of course. And I adore him, and he's just a dear friend to me. So go subscribe to him. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more about talking about eating disorders and healing through positivity and trying to be doing things to get you better. And if you want to hear me sing about poo-ness, and if you want to hear me sing about penis, then subscribe to me and give this video a thumbs up and tell me in the comments if you want more penis or poo-ness. Penis or penis or poo-ness. Gosh, it's the penis that's throwing me off. Penis. How come it sounds like penis every time? Do I not say ness correctly? Penis. 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 Penisliness. Penis. I love you guys. You are beautiful. You are freaking worth it, people. And I am too. Thank you for being here for me. And I love you guys. Have a good day. Bye.